Today I thought I would show you the 12 busy bags that I have made for Ani to use when we're out and about or on the go, which obviously we aren't very often. But the initial purpose that I built these for was so I could pick a couple, throw them in the diaper bag last minute, and hit the road, but have something that she can do that entertains her for, various amounts of times if we were somewhere where there weren't very many toys available, or maybe it was too loud to read a book, whatever. They came in handy the other day at the doctor's office. That's one place that I have used them that's out and about when we were waiting in the exam room. She loved them. We worked through 3 or 4 of them. However many I took, we did each one of them. But they also come in handy here at home from time to time when I need to do something that requires her to be like in her high chair. So for instance, if I'm cooking in the kitchen and I know I'm gonna transfer something from, the oven to the stovetop or from the stovetop to the sink or whatever it is, and I don't want her around, I'll put her in her high chair and hand her one of these bags, and I know that she will be entertained and quiet, although I don't require that she's quiet, for at least a couple of minutes. The trick with them is just, at least in my experience with Ani, to not do them too often. That way they stay new and novel, and her interest is even higher than it would be typically. But the reason I'm filming this when she isn't around is when she sees these, she wants them. So like I said, I have 12 of them right now. Obviously, I would tweak them here and there to fit to what her interests are as she gets older, or if she just preferred different things right now. But these are things that I know she enjoys. So in no particular order, the first one is just some laminated shapes that are colored different colors. This is something that we've been working on. And so I took some time one day and I just made the 3 basic shapes, triangle, circle, and square. And I did them in all of the colors of the rainbow, as well as doing a black one of each shape. This basically is something she just likes to play with in general. She likes moving them around. She doesn't really get how to match them unless I'm very involved. So like if we were at the doctor's office, I could help her match, the square to the square. But if she's playing with them alone, she can just do it kind of willy-nilly, whatever she wants. As she gets older, these would be fun for her to maybe make different pictures, because obviously, the square and the triangle make a house, or, whatever little kids sort of abstract art they get into. So it's not a ton of them. I think this is like 6 colors of the rainbow times 3 shapes, so it's about 18 of them. But yeah, she likes that one. The next one is another hit. I probably don't need to say that. As far as I can remember, she likes playing with all of these. They're all a hit. And it is Popsicle Sticks, which in and of themselves she enjoys playing with. I have the colored ones here, although you could just use plain ones and color them yourself, or just stick with the plain ones. But I have, just a fairly big handful. And in addition to that, I just used 1 piece of paper cut in half, and I traced some in different patterns. And then again, I laminated them, although that's just because of the age Ani's at. It really helps to have things laminated. And she is working on lining the sticks up. Right now, she doesn't know to match the color to the color, but she does understand the concept of like laying the popsicle sticks in this pattern. So that's a good hand-eye, fine motor skill for her to work on. And she can do this one independently. I should also note, these pencil pouches, if you wait until back to school time, almost always go on clearance for like 25 cents to 50 cents, at least at the Walmart by us. Yes, we maybe don't get the cool patterns or the colors that we would choose for ourselves, but it's a cheap way to source these if you can wait until that time of school year. Next one is just some flashcards. These are not laminated. So right now I do this with her. She just likes flashcards in general. She likes looking at them and having me tell her what they are. Like I said before, we're working on colors and shapes, so that's the set that I have right now. If I was gonna let her play with these independently, well, they're from the Dollar Tree, so I don't really care if they get destroyed, but if I expected them to hold up long term, I would laminate them. Next one up is a classic, Play-Doh. Right now I only have one of the little jars of Play-Doh in here, like the little party size ones, although a bigger one does fit. And then I just threw in a chopstick so she can work on poking, which she really enjoys doing, a little crescent cookie cutter, and I also have the letters of her name in these little plastic beads, A-N, and then I have an I. She doesn't quite recognize letters of her name yet, but she really likes when I lay them out and spell her name, and then she'll point to herself. So I feel like Play-Doh is always a hit. This is one that I did take to the doctor's office with us. It's the lacing beads, and these I separated out specifically. I went back and forth whether I wanted to do, the kit I bought her, backing up a little more, had vehicle ones, animal ones, and food ones. And initially I was going to do the animal ones because she likes animals so much, but she's just started really liking pretend driving cars around, so I went with the cars one. Funny note about this, the stop sign is blue. I don't know. Next up is another one I took to the doctor's office, pipe cleaners and buttons, and I learned that this one is too tricky for her to do by herself right now. She doesn't know to hold the pipe cleaner kind of up towards the end of it when she's putting the button on. She was holding it further back and getting frustrated. But when I helped her, she was able to do it, and she did enjoy it. This is another one I took to the doctor. The animals and the matching cards. She likes this activity a lot right now, partially because she likes playing with the animals, and partially because she can actually match these to the pictures, and then she likes it when we praise her. Next up, again, back to matching and colors, is just a simple color matching game, again, that I just made. This one's all with squares, but each color has 2 of the same square. And obviously, if I'm doing it with her, we would only start with like maybe 2 at a time because she's not great at this yet. And maybe I would lay the blue and the green one out, and I'd hand her the blue and say, you know, which one is the same and which one is different. It's just a work in progress. But again, she likes playing with this sort of thing, even without trying to match them. So this is one that I would let her do independently. I just wouldn't necessarily expect her to be matching with any sort of accuracy without some hands-on assistance. Again, this is one that went to the doctor with us. Lifesaver. This is the one that I pulled out when she was really starting to lose it, and this is what we did. I drew some circles and she put the stickers on it. This is an activity she's always really liked, and then when she was finished with that, she just did some coloring. And this held her attention probably for 10 minutes. Again, she's a kid who likes doing this sort of thing, so if you're going to do busy bags, just tailor them to the activities your child likes. Next up was a Dollar Tree find. It is sort of plain from the outside, but on the inside it is these 2 felt backgrounds with little felt pieces. There are, like I said, 2 of them. One is an Under the Sea. I don't know if Dollar Tree still has these or not. And the other is, hang on, the pieces are stuck. And the other is like a Unicorn Fairyland. Unicorn and Dragon one came with some butterflies, toadstools, the dragons, the unicorns, all that. And then the Under the Sea one came with, obviously, ocean animals. So that was just a great Dollar Tree find. Honestly, I feel like little games at Dollar Tree make good busy bags most of the time. Because they're cheap, so if you lose pieces, it's not any big loss, but a lot of times they have cute little stuff that kids do like. And then the last 2 are sorting activities. The first one, again, is by color. I feel like a bit like a broken record, but like I said, it's just what we're working on right now. And what I have here is a Dollar Tree pill sorter. In each little compartment, I have a button of that color, a small pom-pom of that color, and a big pom-pom of that color. And we're just working on matching. Again, these are things she likes playing with. There are choking hazards, so I don't let her play with this one unless I have eyes on her the whole time, but she does really like playing with this. If for no other reason, then she just likes opening and closing the compartments. And then last but not least, the 12th busy bag I have is another sorting activity in another pill sorter, also another choking hazard. This one I have, it's just a smaller one. I'll show you the back. And what I have in there, the little erasers that I got from either the Dollar Tree and the 99-cent only store to put in her IC rice bag, or rice bottle. I Spy rice bottle, that's what I was going for. I had a bunch left over, so I just took the different shapes and put them in the compartment. There's 4 of each. So, you know, and currently in Sundays, that's where the ice cream ones are. Again, I would supervise this, but each compartment has a different one. So we have ice cream, the frogs, the rainbows, hearts, ladybugs, bumblebees, and I didn't have another type of eraser that was small enough to put in this one, so it is what it is. I haven't tried this one with her yet, although we have played with these erasers for putting them in containers before, and she just knows that if she puts them in her mouth, I'm gonna take the activity away. She's old enough now that I give her one warning, and then after that I take it away. The downside with this is if you were out in public and you had to take it away, at least with my child, you've got some potential for a meltdown. So that's something else to keep in mind with busy bags is maybe using things that you won't have to take away. Just another thing to keep in mind. But yeah, those are the 12 busy bags that we have right now that we use on a semi-regular basis. Probably not as regular as if we were still going places, but it is what it is. Hopefully you like some of these ideas. Let me know below if you have some busy bags you use with your 18 month to 2-year-old. I'm always looking for new activities to try with Ani, but these are a hit for now. But we'll see you next time. Bye!